send them in, please. Now, I don't know what's happened here. This was a very simple task, but you still managed to balls it up. All that you had to do was clean some chandeliers. What happened? There was no communication between any of you. Who was team leader?
Moi.
Do you know, I thought as much. You have been team leader dozens of times now, and every time there's an almighty ruddy mess. I honestly don't think you could even stand next to a bleeding bar without falling through it. You're useless, the lot of you, and for that reason, you're all fired. Margaret, Nick fancies you. Will you go out with him?
Oh, it's delightful. It's a very attractive piece in fine working condition, probably Swiss or High German. Have you any idea of its value?
Well, we've got it insured for a couple £100.
Right. Well, I'd get on to the insurance company when you get back. Something like this in the right auction could sell for anything up to 10 times that amount.
Really? Well, it's amazing. You think you got something worth a couple of hundred, and it's more like a couple of thousand.
I think that might be something to do with one of my colleagues.
Yes?
I'm afraid the surgical procedure hasn't worked, Mr. Cole. The tail just grew back again.
Impressed. I mean, this task couldn't have been any simpler, really, could it? I mean, all you had to do was remember one simple thing. You're fired.
Graham, this really is beautiful. Definitely my favourite thing we've seen today. Thanks for bringing it along. Were you surprised at the valuation?
Well, of course I was pleased, but it's more the sentimental value.
Really? How much was it worth again?
£2,500 at auction.
Well, that's all we have time for here at Kirkcudbright. It's been quite a day. There was that cupboard that might fetch £1,000 and some blue stuff worth a couple of hundred. But star of the show was undoubtedly... Oh, a helicopter. Goodbye. What?
Do you do man boobs?
Where credit's due, I thought I had the measure of you, but I've got to say, in this week's task, you really surprised me. You got me again. Did he get you?